Well, I'm back, and the show's back, but we have the Mr. Peck Variety Show here, folks. Because if I don't do this, we're gonna have problems, and I'm probably gonna be thrown into some giant rug and just thrown down the stairs or something by these kids. Okay, I gotta keep them distracted. Old man like me. Okay, so we're this is the Mr. Peck show, and we're back. Yay, yay, yay! I don't got one of those fake laugh tracks or anything. Folks, I watch old classic TV, and I watch the old monologue. I watch classic TV, and I gotta tell you, man, there's some shows that are really bad out there that just use laugh tracks. They overkill the laugh track, like someone open a door and they hit the laugh track. It's like, first off, they just literally say, "You people are so dumb, you'll laugh at a wall. You'll laugh at a door opener." Wow, we don't use laugh tracks here. You think it's funny, you giggle giggle your doorknob off, okay? Don't think this is funny, then just stare at the screen, or you know what I mean. Okay, so let's start things off. Our first feature here, we have Pooguppy Adams. Every show should start with a Pooguppy Adams feature. We have Pooguppy Adams, and he's going to be riding around on a bike. This is something that has never been done on the show with Pooguppy. I don't think he rides vehicles. He rides cars backwards. He drives cars backwards. I really haven't seen him yet in this dimension. Frater told me he did quite a bit of it in the first season, and I don't remember that on the new Frater versus Retro, and clearly in the movies he didn't do that. So to see a man drive around backwards, that would be quite a show. Um, but I've been told he's never rode a bike before. So we've tried to make clear things out here the best we can because it's very dangerous. Okay, I'm already Mr. Peck. The bike here is really good shape. Well, you haven't had it come through your auto body shop, have you? Oh no, I haven't established that yet on this dimension. You never know, but I'm having pretty good fun so far. Okay. Well, let it rip, Pooguppy. Oh, okay, here we go. Oh, that's the sound of the car of the bike's engine. We don't have a bike, boys. So basically, Pooguppy Adams starts up. WMS, but yeah, he's trying to ride backwards. I don't really think that works with a bike, like a car. I guess maybe he reversed the engine or something. I don't know. And that's weird. Yeah, and he's kind of doing it, and he just knocked something over. Oh my, oh boy, okay. Oh, jeez, my podium. Oh, jeez. Okay. Oh boy. Help me! Help me! Help me! Help me! Oh, he can't control it anymore. I hadn't had any practice on a bike before. You've had no practice on a bike before. Oh no. And he crashes. And a huge display of cardboard boxes. That are cardboard boxes. You never know when you might need cardboard boxes. I'm a hoarder. I no. Oh no, my boxes. Well, that was fun. I'm okay. Okay. Well, you saw that. Okay. That's good. You're good on that show. Um, we got one more feature here. We got Billy and Frater. Okay, so a little warning here. Frater has not been the same so far this season. He's seems to have the self control of a 10-year-old. I don't know what's happened to him. I try to do the best I can. I have to kind of school him like a child and stuff, and it's not fun, But I have to do the best I can here with what I'm dealing with here. So, Billy and Frater, you talk about what you can do. Oh, yeah, Mr. Peck, we're going to be juggling together. And, yeah, it's going to be really a lot of fun. We really practiced this bit quite a bit together. And oh, that's good. Yeah, we've done really good, Oh, that's good. It's just some normal bowling pins, right? It's not nothing. Oh, actually, they're on fire. Oh, they're just on fire. Oh, oh no! Oh no! Oh no, you kids! What is it with you and fire? Oh no! Okay, hold on. Let me get my firefighting equipment ready just in case. Okay, I got it on. I'm getting all the fire department stuff on just in case. I got the hose ready just in case. Oh, okay. Well, you're really freaking out there. Okay, yeah. So, Billy, you ready? Yeah, it's fine. Okay. So we just late. We just get our little Bic lighters here, and yeah, they're now kind of on fire, and how are we supposed to hold on to these? Um, Good question. This is probably going to hurt really bad. We're never going to forget this. Hey, that's toughy. New memories are always something welcome. New memories are always some welcome. Yeah, yeah. Just don't want the wrong memories, but okay. Ouch! Ow! Ow! Oh! Ah! Ee! Ouch! 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 Yeah. Oh, wait, I think we're getting hit. Ouch! Ouch! Oh no! Oh no! And then some of the bowling pins they accidentally end up throwing out the window, and it lands into Gus Guster's house, and it's on fire. Oh gosh! Gosh! Get out of the house! Hurry up! I'm getting the hose. Oh, here we go again. Oh, this show. I can't do this variety show anymore. It's too dangerous. These kids are too violent. Okay, Gus. Okay, Gus got you out of the house here. I got the hoses on. Uh, well, that's it for the variety show. We'll probably go play a game once Mr. Peck puts out the fire at Gus Guster's house again. Yeah, it was really fun. Pugapi, you good to go? And then that was fun crashing into cardboard boxes. Wow. Yeah, we're good, man. We'll get to the video game now. Have some fun. Well, good morning from Spaceship Europa. Spaceship Europa? What's that? Oh, I don't know. I just gotta make that up on top of my head. It's a really nice ship here, Freighter, you're lost in the ship now because yeah, well, I said it last show. See, what it is I gotta go up to this table and pick up this one. Wow, now I just saw that when you walked by, the folder actually was like highlighted. Well, see, now you watched the footage before, the show before, that folder was not glowing like that. What? See that? It's glowing. It wasn't glowing like that last episode, I swear. So, yeah, and now it's saying collect briefing file. What happened during the last episode? Now see, now we're going to the actual space station and we can start the game. What happened? And I think that I may have hit some kind of glitch. Unless they literally wanted me to just walk around the ship for a bit, just to say, get kind of a last good glimpse of the ship before, it goes into the next sector of the game. I always thought the space station was freaking creepy in the original movie, man. It is actually very creepy. Wow, it's definitely a creepy place. It's dumb sometimes when games, like, they don't indicate things. Like, I noticed in your last game, I was knocked out because of, I was out. But basically, from what I could see, Frater, it's supposed to tell you, listen, go grab the folder on that table over there. Games are supposed to, especially games the last 20 years are pretty handholdy. Even, most games will, like, even as much as we like Skyrim, Skyrim can be, fairly handholdy. Nowadays, sometimes they even have a big arrow over an object, because the idea is they don't want you to be wandering around and not progressing the story or something. You've been babysitting that one girl from the last episode. It was kind of cute how you kind of sat down while you're talking to her, because you didn't want her to feel like you were overlording her or something. Well, what's sad is she's going to end up dying out in space. Wow, that's really depressing, because she's kind of a cute little button. I know. It's sad, because I said she's kind of like the cute little weeaboo girl. The one that would be like, like in someone's study hall, and talk about her favorite anime and stuff. And she doesn't know she's going to go out in space, basically die a slow death out in space, You're just going to be floating until you run out of oxygen and you suffocate to death. Well, that's really depressing, Frater. But then again, what is the other option? I mean, if she were to join us, she would just end up getting eaten by the alien. Well, if she doesn't get eaten, she either gets her face destroyed. She either gets impaled by the tail, or 3, she gets dragged away and have an alien have a face hugger put on her face, and then she's going to be pregnant and she's going to have a little alien come out of her stomach. That's like lethal. It's like that's like the worst ways to go. Like, maybe it would be better just to suffocate out in space. Like whatever. Just, well, actually, in reality, probably. I don't know. It's just getting to be a really dread discussion. It's the way it begins. We start talking about these things and it gets deeper and more intense. It's like it's in a tent. Oh, Billy got confused. Oh no, Billy, we said intense, and he thought we said intense. Yeah, intense. Yeah, intense. We're gonna be intense. I like that. Yeah. Ah, Billy. How's Gus Gutherd's house? Did the fire get put out? I tried the best I could. It was a near total burnout again. That house, I'm sorry, we keep burning that house down. He's a very darling extra character. He's a very darling extra character, yeah. I don't know if he's ever going to be voiced. Well, if he isn't, he's precious to my heart. Okay. Well, it's probably best we do have an unknown character and stuff, It's just sort of out there and stuff. I like these. I like these little save stations. It's like putting a floppy in, big, it's like you know what it reminds me of actually? It's giving me a flashback to when I had a zip drive. Yeah, I remember those. Yeah, this give me a little bit of a flashback to zip drives. Because we got zip files, but we had, for a while there was actually a bigger floppy called a zip drive, and that was or one of those things back in the day. And I will warn that, like last episode when we did the time trial thing, that was because I felt that I always generally felt that as far as streaming this game, it starts fairly slow, meaning the really anxiety building stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think off stream and stuff. No, this stuff is actually good because it gets you into the drama that's building. You start at first you just see hints of that there's apparently a killer on the space station and it's killing people, and then you start seeing like possibly the damage from it. But it's at first you're not sure because at first because there's essentially anarchy on the space station. There's no law enforcement on the ship, and as a result of that, of there being no like law enforcement, people are pretty much running around just killing each other and trying to survive, and they're either in their own little groups and they're acting crazy and stuff, and all they got is their Apple II computers. But they can play the early Ultima games. Yeah, they can play the early Ultima games and what was that one game? Oh yes, they could also play the Oregon Trail. Oh yeah, they could play that. I remember fond memories on an Apple computer when we were kids and playing. Well, they would say to work on the computer. They always didn't want you to say play on the computer. Yeah, they always correct us. I had a good teacher, but she always had to sit there. We work on the computer. It's okay. But ouch. Well, that's gonna lead to some cuts and scrapes and stuff. Always keep your jumpsuit dry. Oh no!
God damn. This'll help.
Well, we kind of got things off to a good start as far as the commentary, Yeah, well, see, the problem is you try to do too many of these episodes in one go, and then by the last, you can always tell the ones where you're starting to get too tired to care. Yeah. So the good news is, that usually I get stuck right here and it gets stuck real bad, but right there I figure out where to go, and it's very easy to kind of miss it. Like sometimes you get stuck there. I kind of did that first. That was really dumb. And it's like so easy actually. It's just easy to. What you gotta do is you take that left turn there, and you'll notice there's a hallway, and then you just take that hallway, and there you go. I don't know why I got kind of stuck there for a bit. First time I played this. It's okay. right now as we commentate over this is muted, so we don't know what's being said. Well, I remember it was just fuzz. Oh, it's just fuzz. There's like a model of space station and stuff.
Hello?
It's just very intimidating.
Can you hear?
Yeah. All right. First, you're just trying to do everything you can to get everything back in line here, so you can move forward. And of course, eventually, that's when. Well, the first real stress is, you know, you're gonna meet a guy. He kind of jumps you, but as a result, it kind of gives you a little bit of a guided tour into tutorial and stuff on things. Then there's gonna be a bunch of guys with guns, and that's like the first potential to die at first. So you gotta get past that. Once you get past that, once you get past them, that's when you start, you know, then you eventually, it's not in this playthrough, but eventually what'll happen is, you know, once you get past them, you're going to run into some security robots, you know, that have malfunctioned and now they're all killers and stuff, and you got to get past that. After you get that, then you have your first run-in with the alien. You're on a level with the alien, and you know,
Harris, Turner,
so
get back here
it's
now.
all
We
like
have a
kind of
crash
risky
somewhere in
and
engineering.
scary and
Lock the
stuff.
terminal
And then,
down, kill the power,
you know,
don't forget your reports. Make them thorough. We're gonna need our paperwork to be bulletproof when this shit's over. Waits out.
and eventually what happens is that this space station, you know, it's being like, it's old and it's being like shut down, and but then what happens is, for whatever reason, the sort of colonial marines end up having to go there for whatever reason or another. They're not saying why, and you know, it's quite clearly that they detect a xenomorph, you know. So they're probably trying to capture it or whatever, because that's always usually the
Doesn't
theme of the
anything
later
here work?
movies, you know, that they're trying to figure out what this is so they can take advantage of it, and usually that never works out. Now, let's see, just wandering around. There's a lot of that in this game. And there you go. And you see the criminals running by right there. So they were just waiting there the whole time by that door. They're just like, come on, is somebody ever gonna turn this on? I mean. Oh boy. Don't you hate when there's just nothing but dead air? It's like, yeah, well, sometimes it's just like, I got nothing to say. It's like, you know, it's the same problem all the time, you know. I have fought, Mr. Peck, I have fought about the idea of just having, like, the commentary, having no commentary gameplay, just, you know, you have the opening section with the monologue, and then just have the game by itself, and maybe that speaks for itself. And some people do like no commentary runs, you know. Wow, sometimes it pays off when you're just, you know, maybe some people just want to see what the game looks like and sounds like without somebody talking over it, you know. And I mean, sometimes, I mean, there used to be stuff like that with NES, you know, like, you know, back in the day of YouTube, you know, they'd have with no commentary. And it's not, you know, it's not the biggest channels, sadly, are no commentary, though. So just to let you know, that biggest channels, but, well, see, the biggest channels, the biggest problem is they're stressed into playing new games. So it's kind of like they have to have a constant timetable of new games, or else, you know, they got to keep playing the stuff, or else they run into the risk of, you know, they run the risk of not being the top channel and stuff, even though the reality is that some of these new games aren't really worth it. They're not really worth the hassle, and, well, they're definitely not. Also, it doesn't help that I just woke up, so, ow, it's one of those things when you're kind of like half asleep and don't really feel it. Yeah. It looks like you could cross there, and you can't. There's just an invisible wall, so. I still can't believe at one point, though, you used to have, like, a 2-hour show. I think the most we used to do is maybe like almost an hour, but it was like, wow, it's like, that's long. I know, it's like, yeah, it was weird, you know. I think what it was is like, you know really what it was? It was because I had that VSDC software, and it wouldn't let me, it was very complicated. It wouldn't, I don't know, let me split the you know, the bigger sections into smaller parts. And like, Clipchamp is so freaking easy. It's really back to Windows Movie Maker days. So yeah, that's just the way it is now, and it's just, It's kind of like your character Ripley is just a big chunk, a big block. What? Because she doesn't seem to be able to do things, normally like a real human being. Like she can't like crawl under things, climb on top of things. Well, there's been times where it feels like you can, like you feel like there's obstacles that would be really easy to get around if you just like, have her climb on top of something like a real person, and she can't do it. She physically can't do it. And you're right. It's like an actual reality. Maybe we don't know. Maybe she's actually like a giant block of cheese or something. Like, she's like very conscious about herself. She's like, that's why you don't see her carrying a personal like females usually have always a personal little mirror with them, and she never does. And well, I think she's like, you notice you can see her arms right there, small cute little arms, and it's like even blocks of cheese, maybe she's a big block of cheese, but she does have nice normal human arms. I know, but it's like she's a big block of cheese. Right now she's struggling to do this. I mean, to kind of crawl like this, but well, it's just kind of hunched down a little bit. It's just, you don't want to, because if she bends over too far, she's gonna break in half, and then she's gonna be, you just see the other part of the block of cheese on the ground. Well, oh, this is where they used to have lunch, brunch. They used to have the fun munchies. There's bags of Cheetos everywhere. There are bags of Cheetos everywhere. It was fun times. Just with their 16 millimeter film everywhere. They got this great space station, but the cassette tapes everywhere, 16 millimeter films. And yeah, it's really kind of edgy. I love the strange aesthetic, with having like old school, recorders and stuff, and it's this like kind of like clash of. It's kind of like if in the 1980s, if it happened, like they actually made space stations, and they actually made actual successful colonization in the 1980s. But because of the time, you don't have the technology yet, but you still got a lot of the clunky technology. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's like you get the spaceships and stuff, and with the rockets and all that, and that's nice, but you still got the very primitive computers, or the Apple II computers. You got the very primitive stuff. It's just dealing with the colonial marshals are apparently investigating the ship, and probably it's because this is when the time the murders were starting to happen, so they probably called them in to start investigating the issue. Yep, we're going down. And then once you go down here, that'll get you into that area that you didn't have access to. That's kind of spooky with that light. Yeah, at first, you know, you're kind of going, wait, is that a flash? Someone's flashlight? No, it's just things kind of shaking. So open the vent, get out. Like I said, this is the part of the game where it's... Now, there's going to be some sections in here where you start to go, well, wouldn't a real person be able to climb over that or whatever? And it's like, well, they didn't want to actually make it that easy, you know.
This whole damn place is falling apart.
See, what you gotta do is you gotta have that little robot right there. See, like this right here, you feel like you can crawl over that, like right there, and you can just get right through here, and you can't. So what you gotta do is you gotta actually tell this little robot there's actually like a button, and he'll move out of the way. Which again, Frater, there's no indicator to say that. I know, it just looks like it's part of the actual environment. It doesn't really kind of give you any kind of help there to do that. You can see we keep walking back and forth. And yeah, I'm afraid to say I don't know when we're going to... I think we end up like... Oh no! We're going to end up walking all the way back or something. Yeah, I think we are. You can see we're like trying to see if we can glitch anything. But see, it's funny when you look at this like robot. At first you're trying to like it's telling you to push it from the back. Like there's no indicator until you really look at it to see that. So I wonder if there was probably some, again, this is another thing where it's like, unless it really kind of tells you. I bet some people just wander around for a long time and it was like, I can't figure out how to get any further. You know, unless you go on YouTube or you look online. Well, that's about it for the show, and we'll see you guys next time, you know, here and more shenanigans.